Here's why smart money yacht buyers of new boats and new yachts use an independent broker to make sure they have the best purchase and best ownership experience of their new yacht. Hi, my name's Christopher, your South Florida yacht expert. I'm going to explain today the top 7 reasons why smart money buyers of new boats and new yachts work with an independent broker to facilitate the transaction to ensure they get the best pricing and the best ownership experience on their new boat or new yacht. So, this has been a journey for me. I worked many years for a very large boat retail company. And I worked my way up from selling center consoles from about 25 to 40 feet up to the real exclusive yacht genre of Italian, British, Australian premium new yachts and deliveries. But when I was working there, about 20% of all of our new yachts were sold by buyers represented with their own independent broker. And of course, all of us salespeople would get grouchy and frustrated that someone else was selling our inventory. But as I explored deeper, I learned that those buyers got better pricing, they had a better delivery, they had a better service experience, and overall were much, much more satisfied with the purchase and ownership experience of their new boat and new yacht. I'm going to explain what I learned. So, when I'm employed by a yacht dealership, my fiduciary responsibility is to my employer. That's a business relationship, and it should be that way. However, as an independent broker, my fiduciary relationship is 100% with my client. And that is where the benefits start. Because when I'm an employed broker, I get paid based on the profit margin of the boat or yacht that's being transacted. However, as an independent broker, I get paid a set percentage of the sale regardless of the actual purchase price. So I have very little interest in doing anything other than ensuring my client gets the absolute best pricing on his purchase of that new yacht or boat. When you're employed, you have to maintain smooth relationships with the internal service people and administrative people who work at the dealership. You can't ruffle too many feathers because you have to work with them on the next deal and the deal after that and the deal after that. And the politics of these dealerships are interesting, shall we say. Whereas an independent outside broker like myself, I can come in and I'm not afraid to ruffle a few feathers if necessary. Now, of course, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar, but when push comes to shove, I, as an independent broker, have the ability and no reservations about advocating for my client's service experience, making sure that the service, the delivery, and all aspects of his ownership experience are delivered as expected. Brings me to another kind of half point. Boat dealerships have tremendous turnover in employees, even at the management level. I witnessed this over and over again over the years. So if you're negotiating with a general manager or high-level vice president of a dealership organization, he or she could be gone next month. So all those agreements, all those commitments left when that person left. But as your independent broker, those things get documented and advocated for regardless of who's sitting in that general manager chair. Back to the fiduciary responsibility. So one thing I find it's important to do, especially on yachts of 60 to 70 feet and up, is to do a pre-delivery survey. And I think buyers are often like, well, why would I do a survey on a new yacht? It has full warranty coverage, it's brand new. Well, because you need to. And if I'm employed, the dealership says, Chris, you got to discourage your client from doing a survey. We don't want him to find all these little problems that we have to fix before delivery. Well, again, that's where the independent broker advocate role comes into play. Yes, we're going to survey your new yacht. Yes, we're going to make sure the prop speed was applied properly. Yes, we're going to make sure the bottom paint was done properly and with the proper materials. And yes, we're going to make sure that boat is detailed to perfection. Unfortunately, these are just some of the many elements that I've seen not be delivered appropriately for a new yacht customer. And when a new yacht buyer is spending literally millions of dollars on a new yacht, there is no excuse for not delivering that yacht or that boat in perfect, pristine, mechanical, cosmetic, and perfect condition in every way possible. That is a very reasonable expectation a buyer should have. Unfortunately, in the marine business, the only way you get that result is to have a hardworking, independent advocate seeking to serve your best interests, whose fiduciary responsibility lies with you, the client, not with his employer, the dealership. Every new boat, fact of life, has a shakedown period. It can easily take 3 to 9 months to get a new boat really dialed in. And that's going to require warranty service from the dealership. And again, as your independent advocate, I'm going to start with honey, but finish with vinegar if we're not getting the results we need. And what I witnessed over and over, those buyers represented by independent brokers were the first ones to get the service that they deserve as the owner and purchaser of a new and very expensive yacht. To review, the reason why you want to work with an independent, employing licensed broker who is your advocate and whose fiduciary responsibility is to you, the buyer, is number one, price negotiations. I know how the boat margins work. I know how to get deals done. I know when we have the most leverage to get the best price. And my incentives are aligned with you. Employed brokers, they're paid on margin. Independent brokers, we're paid a flat percentage of the sale. Now, as an independent broker, I am all over inspecting your boat. When we're hauling it out for the survey, which I recommend, when we're applying prop speed, when we're applying anti-fouling bottom paint, I'm going to make sure it is properly applied. You'd be surprised how often it's not properly applied. All those follow-up warranty items for the 3 to 6 to 9 months that it takes to get a boat perfect, I am on top of as your representative and your advocate. Also, you eliminate the friction that comes with the constant turnover of a boat dealership. So, a month after we close, there's a new GM. He doesn't remember you or what was promised. Well, I do remember you, of course, and what was promised to you. And I will make sure it's documented and delivered accordingly. To summarize, the reason why you should work with an independent, licensed employing broker to purchase your next new boat or yacht is because you will get the best price and the best boat ownership experience that you, the client, truly deserves. So, if you'd like an advocate for you for your next new boat or yacht, give me a call, shoot me a text. Christopher, your South Florida Yacht Expert, 561-285-1212. Look forward to helping you get out on the water.